How's everyone's week been? It's Friday. We made it.
I'm in Las Vegas, so I'm ready to go home.
Oh, did you have a nice time in Vegas?
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
I was here for like reInvent. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's like a kind of a Web2 conference.
Oh,
But
sweet.
it was cool.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, just to be clear, Crypto Mastery, we have you booked for next week for the workshop, right?
Oh, really? No way. I must have.
I
Shoot. All
had
right, my
I
bad.
had a feeling that's why you're like, hey, check if my mic's working and stuff.
Oh, so it's the
Yeah,
9th. Okay.
it's on the 9th.
All right,
Yeah,
dude. No worries. That's all good. Yeah.
but
Okay. Cool. All
don't
right.
leave. Please stay. There's some awesome
Yeah.
things.
You're welcome. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, we have you on the. We have
Well, at least we
you.
know when my wife works now, so we're good.
Sorry if you shifted your life around for today.
No, I'm about to head to the airport like in an hour, so it worked out perfectly.
We tricked you into coming today.
Yo, yo, yo.
Good morning.
What's going on? How's everyone's week been? Happy Friday. We have made it. Woo! I mean, obviously, the people that have answered that, that's more directed to the newcomers. Like you,
I still
Musashi.
can't believe it's December.
I know, right? It's ridiculous. Where did 2022 go? Out the
Crazy.
window? Yeah, that's something else.
Sounds like a new song title.
Well, yeah, man. Where did 22 go?
Out the window, man.
Out
Straight
the
up.
window. Yeah. Time is not real. Now is all we have. Batteries not included.
Wait, what was our thing? Oh, damn. We had a catch line for that.
What, now TC?
Oh, yes. Now TC.
Yeah, bro.
Our meeting is at 9 o'clock now, TC.
Real time now.
Does someone want to go ahead and start the event? Then everyone gets their notifications so they can get in here.
And is everything good with our other guest, Musashi?
Yeah, she should be popping in here shortly.
Yes. Maybe we can all try to grab like 1 or 2 more people that really want to participate in this workshop Anna's about to give us.
GM broski.
Anyone want to chat with my AI that I built?
A chatbot, bro. What?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh,
I
cool.
just dropped it in the
yeah.
chat for you guys.
Yeah.
I would
Everything
love
is
if anyone like screen caps or shares with me what it says to you. I think it's funny as hell.
I'll give it a try in a little bit. Definitely.
Where's it at? Yeah, where's it at?
Oh, it's in the Townhall chat the voice chat.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Hola.
Hey,
What's up, Rib? What's up, Rib?
What's up, Rib? Buenos días.
Buenos dias.
Costilla.
Micah. That's it. Yes, I got to remember that. Bonitas.
We should start the event, or we still are waiting?
The event should start so that people get their
The notification.
Notification. Whoever can start that should do that.
I can start it. Should I start it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
So, anyone who doesn't know, the first 15 minutes of our call is just kind of, everyone's welcome to just share what you're doing, just talk amongst yourselves, wellness checks. How's everybody doing?
Has anyone tried the new OpenAI feature where you write something and they give you a description of it? I don't know it's chat something. Looks very interesting.
I have not. I've seen. I just started. I just looked at Dell too.
Yeah, DALL-E 2 is very interesting. Like I was more impressed by Mid Journey. Like we generated some stuff for metagame in Mid Journey, and all the stuff that it's in the newsletters, it's generated in Mid Journey, like the pictures, and it's absolutely insane. Like it's the quality of the images, the detail inside. It's just insane. So I really, really like it.
Will you put it up in the chat?
So Mid Journey, yes, sure. I can. Yeah, sure. I will put it in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you implement that chat bot into an avatar in like the metaverse?
Yeah.
That's actually specifically what we were doing. Jen showed it to me, and they were talking about using it for avatars in the metaverse and webaverse. So it's like, oh, you could create some kind of like bellhop or a tavern keeper,
NPC.
quite literally.
Yeah.
You walk into your metaverse, you can ask it fucking questions, and it tells you what the hell's going on.
So I pictured when that character was saying what he said, I was like, man, that's perfect for a game.
Yeah, when I was telling you all I was going to make an AI for basically being my manager, it was Jin's AI avatar AI program I was going to use. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the avatar generator that he is making is super dope as well, and the combination of the two things would be even more dope. Like, oh, I want to generate an avatar for a bartender, or I want to generate an avatar for a businessman who says businessman stuff. It's just like you could pump out avatars that are also an AI or whatever.
Exactly. Like I've already done like recorded NPCs that kind of get triggered when you walk around my world and kind of tell you what's going on, but I want more of an AI that kind of represents me because I always sell myself short. And I can just keep working while they work with the AI. If they get past the AI, then I know they're serious.
That's hilarious. Like templates for setting boundaries. Like I'm really weak in setting boundaries in this area, so I want to create an AI bot to protect my boundaries. Just
Yeah,
like
you
break it
just
down by mental
program in.
disorder.
Yeah, I mean, you can just program in your parameters for like your high and low, what you want to take for your work, and then it's all just programming in the personality of your AI.
Speechcraft NFTs that get you better deals. Just like, I know you have boundaries, but my speechcraft is like 100, so like let me break past those boundaries a little bit. I don't know.
It's wild what you can do with these things. I reviewed Needle appear on Kogi pointed it out. That looks amazing.
Oh yeah, man. I'm actually going to share it with you guys right now, just because it is so crazy. And
Yeah.
you can actively see me chatting over there. And if someone like updates the chat or something, I don't know how to get the camera necessarily off of this view, but it's like, yeah, pretty good stuff, man. Oh, I could actually be working over here too in this character AI stuff. I don't know how I would do those.
Yeah, and if you share that link, that's already multiplayer and interactive.
True. Oh, this one actually.
Mm-hmm.
The ribbon?
Yeah.
Oh snap! I didn't know we could put more people in here.
If you've already got it deployed to your browser, then that link is already live, multiplayer, and real time. So, like, yeah.
I'm not sure if this is like the fancy pants deployment, like doing
Oh,
it
see?
the right way. Oh yeah, you look at you. You're in there moving the stuff. Oh crap, this is amazing. This is too wild. Oh hey, I can see your little camera over there.
Huh.
This is Musashi. Oh, there's somebody else popped in.
Where's the link?
Yeah.
at?
It's in Townhall chat, so the little chat bar.
Okay.
Oh shit, I scrolled way too far out here.
Okay.
There we go. And then I guess I could come over here and work on this a little bit. I'm almost maxed out on my examples, so I can really only just talk with it now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. And like, you can just change a number or a letter in your URL and sprout up a whole new one, whole fresh one.
Ooh.
Bam. Deployed. Pretty wild.
So anyone want to ask Zimwe the Gear Forged anything? Still got a few more minutes, 2 more minutes.
Yeah, I can turn my webcam on that thingy,
Oh,
bro.
what? I see you, buddy. Hey, buddy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, this needle thing is pretty freaking powerful, man.
Yeah,
I
bro.
really think
Unity, man. Unity,
so.
needle, and bolter, bro. I'm telling you. It's a vibe. Madness.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you just click on a screen and then you can just turn your webcam on. It's wild. And you just click it. Oh.
Not supported.
Do you know the Web3 genie? Zimwe.
Oh, can you copy and paste that to me? I want to prompt that in Stable Diffusion. Pretty please.
Sure enough.
Thank you very much.
Do you know the Web3 genie or like his response?
Oh, just the response. Oh, wow. It's what? Okay. Never
All
mind.
right. He's active. He does the thing.
Yo, it's Musashi now. That's crazy.
Hey, Musashi. So
What happens if I click on it as well? Like what happens? Oh, it just full screens. Okay.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so you just need more of those screens. Interesting. Like, yeah, we need to figure out Needle Man. Yeah,
Oh.
It's wild.
this is madness. We might not even need Video Ninja, man. Like,
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause that had audio internally too. I heard
Yep.
myself echo.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Okay.
Ooh, what was that?
That was me.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
That is
so
pretty
not only
wild.
that, but it actually gives you like multiple different choices. So I can like scroll over.
Oh my goodness, what is this, bro?
Like a
Nice.
blue genie or a
Yeah, a
genie.
lot of them. I noticed when you launch via the template instead of a raw project, you get a lot of built-in features like that, UIs and everything. All right, well, I think it's about time to start the call. Today, our first guest today is going to be, I believe, Anna from Urbánika, right? Or are you going last?
I think I will be just sharing one part of what we are doing with Urbánika first, and then I have a presentation about Urbánika. So, yeah, if you wish, I can start.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, I actually will share my screen, but just in a moment. So, hi, I'm Anna. I've been participating in metagame for almost a year now, or more than a year. And 8 months ago, we started building Urbánika. H. Beso, Humberto, and I started building Urbánika. He's also an ex-player of metagame. And we basically decided to create an immersive activism school that is going to talk about the commons and Web3. And in this first part of the talk, I will just tell you how we were trying to engage with local real life communities, because those are actually our targets, and how and why we decided to engage in this way. So,
can I ask you a question real quick, Anna?
Sure.
Just before you get deep into it, for anyone who doesn't know, can you give just a brief explanation of what the commons kind of refers to?
Yeah. So this is basically what we explained during the whole course of Urbánika, but we think of commons as common goods and resources and everything that we do, and we shall, let's say, protect for our future generation. We can talk about open source projects like Wikipedia, for example, it's a commons. We can talk about shared resource like a park or the sea. So it has different levels of the commons. And this is something that we cover in the course. I think these two examples are the most, like, the easiest examples we can give. And think about them as goods that we should preserve and care about for those who are coming after us. So yeah. So we have the blessing of working with David Bollier. He's one of the biggest authors about the commons, and he has given us a lot of help in generating the videos of Urbánika. The videos of Urbánika are created with Unreal Engine, and we have a person, as actually Boogie is here, and he helped us create Kin. Kin is an alien, and she is the main character of the Urbánika videos. And in the episodes, you can see Kin. I will actually share my screen. I think it's the best way to show that. Just let me find a way to do that. Okay. So I will just open one video so you can see what I'm talking about, and you let me know if you can see it. So this is the first video of Urbánika's series, and we can see Kim. She's our alien, and she is in a spaceship with David Bollier. And during this video series, she's asking him questions like, what are the commons? And all other different questions. So the idea of the real life challenges, which I'm going to talk about now, is that we bring people through a funnel. So every week, every Monday, we publish a challenge. You can see this one. This one was the first one. You can see a challenge. And the first challenge was about the value of well-being. So we published a video that is like the one I showed you before. And after you watch the video, which is normally it's around 1 or 1 minute and a half, not more than that, you can take a one-on-one quiz. So I'm going to show you now how the one-on-one quiz looks like. So this is a platform that is called 101.xyz, and it's an incredible platform if you want to teach your community something and then you want to ask them questions about it. The quizzes are very simple. If you watch the video, you can solve the quiz in around 1 minute. And basically, after you answer all the questions, you can mint for free an NFT. And in this case, it's this NFT here. And this is the proof that you have watched and understood the first video of Urbánika. The second step, since we are very blessed to have questions right now, is an in real life challenge with questions. So I'm going to open the challenging questions. Questions is a platform that enables you to solve quests, and Urbánika's quests are in real life quests. I'm going to show you the quest of our first video. It was to agitate your friend's mind, and it was discussed with a friend, a relatable example of how price is not counting in factors that are valuable for you. And I can tell you that every week the challenge is different, and it's very challenging because it brings you out of your comfort zone. In this case, for this first in real life challenge, I was talking to my aunt, and we normally never have discussions like this. And it was very interesting to be like, hey, I have this thing, I have to talk to you about this thing, and can we talk about it? And she was like, yeah, I'm going to help you. And then you start talking about the topic that probably you wouldn't normally explore. And it has been so refreshing and nice because I had her viewpoint. And after you do the challenge, you submit the proof. In this case, it was a photo or video of the person who you discussed with, if it's possible, of course. And after you submit the proof, we are reviewing all the submissions. And if the submissions are fine, then you are given another NFT. And it's different, but it's the same. And having these two NFTs proves that you have solved the quests. Now, the final part of solving the whole adventure, post-capitalistic adventure path, is coming to the Friday's Twitter space. So every Friday, we organize a Twitter space on Urbánika's Twitter. I will, by the way, share with you in the chat all the links to all the challenges of every week, every past week that we had, so you can check them out if you wish. And every week on Friday, we have a Twitter space. We invite people to write us a DM so we can just check if they did the quests. And then they can come and discuss everything about the quests, because we are learning ourselves how to do these things. And there is a lot of feedback coming in, and a lot of feedback is very good and helpful. And one of the pieces of feedback we got is that this is not suitable for people, for older people, for people who don't use blockchain, who don't know how to use Web3. And later I will tell you how we solved this issue of distributing the knowledge of Urbánika to people without having to onboard them necessarily to platforms like Questions and 101xyz. For now, we had few people solving the in real life challenges and also the one-on-one quizzes. So I would like to invite you to do that as well, if you wish, because I can give you a spoiler. Like, I think for the second or third week, the real life challenge is to create a poster and then to put it somewhere in your city. And in the poster, you should describe a cooperative or a similar organization of your city and spread the word about it. So yeah, this would be it. I don't know if you have any questions, and if you would like to explore something more, I'm here to answer anything.
That's very cool, Anna. Thanks for sharing. It's been awesome to see the progression of Urbánika educating people in what the commons are, how they're already involved with commons every day, and then kind of putting it in, it's already in their hands, whether they realize it or not. So now take action locally. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. This is what we wanted to do with the real life challenges, because sometimes what happens is that we stop in Web3. So we stop in our bubble where we are, and we all know like we should care for the planet, we should do something about it, yes, of course. But when you actually have to do it in real life and submit a proof about it, that's where you get very uncomfortable. But after you do it, you feel very proud, and it's a great feeling. And it's the feedback that we got from many people that solved the challenges. That it was like, how am I going to talk with my grandma and explain to her these things? She'll not understand. But then it was like, wow, this was the greatest thing I've done. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I would definitely like to give you props for still doing the blockchain thing, because even though it may be a little hard to grok, I think it's such a powerful tool for eventually like onboarding folks and really capturing the value of the commons and the amount of value that everybody kind of produces just passively. I think just like huge props for still doing the hard thing while also engaging with people where they are. That's so important. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
Absolutely.
and we also had someone come to one of our Friday spaces. By the way, I think the next space will be next week, because we are producing a new episode. So on Monday we will have a challenge of the post-capitalistic adventures path, and some feedback we got is that exactly what you said. Like sometimes it can be very difficult to explain things such as Web3 to people who don't know anything about it. But then we had an input from outside of a guy that said that there is a community in the mountains. They are an older community and they live there like quite isolated, but they have Starlink, they have super fast internet. And this guy was talking to them and they were like, oh, tell us more about this thing of cryptocurrencies and Web3 and blockchain and open source. Tell me more, because it's something that also trains their mind. It's something that challenges them and they want it. So it was very inspiring to hear that.
That's a super cool story. Thank you for sharing. That's super cool. Yeah, I would love to see a bunch of old folks like do a little DAO thing out in the mountains and superpower their existence with a little bit of external power, because that's the thing is like we can support other communities all around the world doing whatever it is that they want to do from here. And that's the power of decentralized currencies. Super cool.
Yeah, does anyone else have any questions for Anna? I mean, I see you unmuting, but I can't hear you. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were trying to talk or not.
I want to mention to you, Anna, hyper certificates. So hyper certificates is kind of a Protocol Labs and Owaki project, I do believe. But I think that what you're doing and the way that you're kind of like attempting to engage with people and the pattern that you've kind of found with quests and 101 and this, that, and another, I think that you could really do something really interesting and powerful with hyper certificates, because essentially what it is it's like a pre-established conversation, like a contract about an impact that you want to make. And because you have all of the blockchain or the actual engagements to back up your claims, I think that you could like kind of double up on your superpowers or cryptocurrency tokenomics by kind of using hyper certificates to say, hey, we want to do positive commons goods education. You should attempt to pay us by betting on our success. So yeah, definitely look into hyper certificates by Owaki and Protocol Labs.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know about it, but I already wrote it down, so we will check it out. Thank you so much for that.
Tommy, did you get your mic fixed? Dang it. Can't hear you. All right, we'll keep working on it. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and move on if nobody else has any questions. Really cool to hear how Urbánika is able to take people who are already, maybe in Web3 or not in Web3, but anywhere in the world on the internet, and onboard them into not only Web3, but the Commons, and get them involved with that. Our next guest, Wandering Wolf, or you can just call her Wolf, is from Sage Valley, which is an existing in real life community that has been dealing with collectively dealing with Commons for many years now. So I'll let Wolf hop on and go ahead and introduce herself and tell us a little bit about Sage Valley. Oh, Anna has more of a presentation, Tommy? I thought she was doing that after. Anna, do you have more?
I can do it. I can do it after Wolf, since you already invited it. It's not a problem for me. I can do it after.
Okay, we'll do either one. I thought you were splitting it up for some reason.
I don't know. So is Wolf going on, or do I go?
Are you free to go on, Wolf, or do you want to have Anna finish up first?
Either way is fine with me.
Okay, let's toss a coin.
Yeah, well, Anna, why don't you just go ahead and finish up if that's what you had planned?
Okay, cool. Then I will do that. And yes, so I am going to share my screen again. Let's hope it works well. And yes, I have this presentation now, so maybe it can be more understandable what I'm talking about. Let me just see if I can present it. Okay, you should be able to see it well now. So this is how Urbánika's visuals look like. This is Kin, our main character. And the mission of Urbánika is, as I already said, teach about the intersection of Web3 and regenerative urban governance. And we are an immersive activism school. So the thing that I showed you before, the immersive challenges and everything, is just a very small part of Urbánika. Now I'm going to show you the broader picture. So what we want to do is facilitate city-wide coordination through the emergence of urban commons as DAOs. And this is something we have seen living in Chetumal in Mexico. There are a lot of parks that are just abandoned. People are not doing absolutely anything. Like the only thing you can do in Chetumal, it's a city of 130,000 people. And it's the capital city of the state of Quintana Roo, where Cancun and Tulum are as well. But you cannot do absolutely anything in Chetumal because there is nothing to do. And the worst part is that they have a lot of parks, they have beautiful nature, but nobody is actually using those parks because you have a lot of drug addicts there and a lot of trash. So who would bring their child there? So this is why we would like to have an emergence of urban commons as DAOs and teach people how to coordinate between themselves so they can actually do something about these public spaces that nobody is using. So we decided to create Urbánika because the mainstream education has taught you that there are no alternatives, and it's based on what we call TINA. But what we know is that there are other alternatives. And there is a point in David Collier's book, it's very interesting. He is talking about windows, and he says that the reality that we look at we are very used to looking through just a window, but if we could take a couple of steps back, we could see the world from other windows as well, which are other perspectives. And this capitalism that we live in, it's not the only option. It's just that we are so used to living like this that we just adapted. So, and something that we could all agree is that we are lacking inspiration. Like whatever you look at, you see, I don't know, wars or all other negative information that we are bombarded with every day, and who would get inspired by that? And the third thing is that the classic education system is boring. And I will not add anything more about it. So the solution is a course that will inspire policymakers, entrepreneurs, and urban activists that there are more alternatives. And I would just take a second to say it again, that policymakers need also to hear about these things. They need this type of education, because we cannot make a change if the system doesn't change. You cannot fit a circle inside something that is square, right? So we will be addressing our courses also to policymakers. So we want to teach them about existing alternatives, and we want to connect these groups, the groups we said before, so that they can share their knowledge, experience, and resources, and help them also access to funding mechanisms. So we are working on at the moment at the course that is called the Commons 101 course with David Follier. And it's a basic course on the Commons, and the curricula covers all of what you can see here. So from what are the commons to funding for the commons to peer-to-peer governance and all the other steps in between. And we also have Web3 and what are DAOs in there. So after you take the Commons 101 course, which would be a mandatory course at the beginning for everyone, because we would like to start from the same level, we will have specialized courses for activists, entrepreneurs, and policymakers, because we cannot offer them the same course, right? They have different needs, and the courses will be specialized for them. And the thing that I showed you before are mini educational videos and the adventures path, the post-capitalistic adventures path that I shared with you before. So this is like the funnel that we will have. It's the thing I explained to you before, but it's just in a more video way. You take the 101 basic course, then you can take a specialized course, and every path will have multiple courses. So every entrepreneur will have a lot of courses they can take based on their needs. We have 3 key components in Urbánika. You already saw we have our 101 quizzes on 11.xyz. We have the real life challenges through questions, and we have the small videos that actually are embedded inside the 101 XYZ and the questions. So this is like our approach, but I already talked to you about that. And the metrics, or what we would like to achieve with Urbánika, is to have at least 3 urban commons emerging from the course. We would like to have at least 500 people taking the immersive challenges on questions. And we would like the course becoming financially self-sustainable by mid-2023. This is something that we've thought about it a lot. Like all the materials we're working on are open source. All the videos you can just see them on YouTube. You just look for Urbánika, you can see everything. But a way to become sustainable was having like a membership, which costs like $4. But with that member, which is the price of a coffee and a sweet bread in Mexico City. So it's something very symbolic, but it gives you the possibility to also have part of in deciding what topics will be covered in the courses, the decisions we make. And this is why we said we would like to become self-sustainable by mid-2023. And we hope this works, because right now we have been relying on GitCon grants and Giveth donations. So something that is missing is reaching communities in real life that are not familiar with digital learning. And this is something that I said before. And I will give you an alpha here because it's something very new. We will be placing QR codes in cities, and those QR codes will bring people to a WhatsApp chatbot. Now, it's a little bit, yeah, we're going to, but it's for the good. It will be a chatbot that everyone can access with their phone, because we had a lot of people tell us, I have an iPhone, it's like 5 years old, I cannot even put MetaMask on it, or blah blah blah. My phone doesn't work, blah blah. And but WhatsApp works for everyone, and WhatsApp chatbot works for most of the people. So this is a way we can have people solve quests and challenges and see the videos through their phone without having actually to having this barrier of you have to have a MetaMask or you have to do other crazy Web3 stuff. We will have the crazy Web3 stuff as well for those who want it, of course, but to make the course more accessible, it will be a WhatsApp chatbot. We are working on it right now. But how are we going to reach more real life communities? So let me see. We have another project that will go hand in hand with description of it. So it's CB Cobas. Umberto and I are the other co-founder of Urbánika, are planning to travel for 5 years through Latin America. And we are planning to visit a lot of places. You can visit a lot of places in 5 years. And we'd like to spread the word of Urbánika through these QR codes that we will place around the city, and through people taking their challenges and quests, either Web3 style, as we are doing it, or as well on their phone with a chatbot app. So this is it from my side. This is the roadmap. So we are going to start with Latin America. We have the plan to go further, but for now, this is where we would like to go. And yeah, it's a crazy idea, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely amazing. That's a good screen to end on right there.
Oh yeah.
If any of you haven't interacted with Gitcoin Grants or Giveth or Open Collective, really cool mechanisms for crowdfunding, and you can even benefit from crowdfunding other people. It's really cool. Any additional questions that may have sprouted out after all that great stuff?
Yeah, I see a lot of fire. Yeah, props also to the beautiful Keen looks like that because he has been tirelessly working on her for a long time. So we have now this Keen, our alien, and I know that we're now trying to animate her in different ways because it's taking a lot of time to do things in Unreal Engine, especially in the Caribbean where the temperatures are like 40 degrees and the computers and laptops are overheating all the time. But yeah, it's going. So thank you, Boogie, for the amazing work.
Oh yeah, Bogey is also known as a metagamer here in the chat. Does amazing
No
work.
worries. No worries. Like if you like, I've actually, it's kind of funny you mention you kind of I was gonna say, I just lost my train of thought. It's funny you mention Unreal Engine and animation because I personally the past couple of weeks have been working heavily in Unity game engine, and I recently learned how to like take a character like a VRM avatar, for example. That's like the standard. But yeah, I've figured out how to do like a lot of procedural animation, and that is like that is in the future, and from now on is going to streamline my like animation process because I'm doing a lot of like stuff in Unity in regards to animation and like for cinematic purposes and stuff. It's really good. It's really good, and I'd happily show you one day when I've got it all set up because I'm still like putting pieces together and whatnot. But yeah, let me know if you want to do
amazing.
that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would do it with Uberto as well. Yeah, it's just
of course. Yeah.
it has been crazy, this journey of creating an Unreal Engine. been a
I
blast.
know. Yeah, I
So
know. Yeah, it's something else.
yes, yeah. So he's now like I think he will be available next week, so we can definitely
Yeah,
chat about it and
sounds
see.
sounds
Yes,
perfect.
thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah,
No problemo. That's
no
wonderful.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool that we have these two guests today because Urbánika is a project that I've been wanting to eventually get Sage Valley connected with. And our next guest is Wolf. Oh, hey, Tommy, your voice is working.
It's okay.
Your
Nice.
microphone is working.
My voice found its way through your lips, so it's okay. You're saying exactly what I would be doing right now too. Is that I'm ready to see Urbánika bring this to people, and people like Sage Valley are the people that are ready to absorb it, in a way too. So that it's exciting to see maybe some bridges be built,
Absolutely.
some gears get turned.
Totally. So I guess we'll go ahead and move on to our next guest, which is Wolf. Welcome, Wolf. Tell us about yourself and a little bit about what Sage Valley is, and we'll move on from there.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So, that was very interesting to hear. Definitely can see the connections there. I think we are definitely Sage Valley is coming from the side of having an in real life community that we've been growing for the past around like 5 years now. That started off with just an idea and was a bunch of people who came together to see that idea grow and just work on a common goals together of creating this space that was free and open for everyone and sharing the land and sharing the resources that we have to make something really beautiful together, off-grid, sustainable, that could last and support people for a lifetime. And we come from that end, and we are just starting to dip our feet into the Web3 world. And so that's definitely where I can see the connection. We're very, very new to all of this and don't know a lot about any of it. So Urbánika is really cool seeing that and seeing what you guys are doing. I think that's exactly like something that we could use as that education on like what is Web3, and we want to start a DAO, and that's been all of our meetings with Musashi. He's kind of been working with us on that, and it's been a lot of just like questions like, okay, well, what is a DAO? What is Web3? What is this? And what is that? And trying to figure all of that out and get our minds into that world, because we're very much in the real life world and just learning about the digital world here. So, but we're very open to it. We're very excited about what it can hold. And, like hearing some of the different things mentioned here as well, like that, opportunity to create the funding and this digital platform that can be used in the real life community and commons and all that is really neat and something that we really want to pursue and we're on board with as well. So jump back a little bit about me and about Sage Valley. So I am a teacher, and I also bring that into my teaching. I don't work for a traditional school. I work for an online public charter school in Oregon that is open to any student in the state of Oregon. And the students and families basically homeschool. And then I'm there as a certified teacher to just help guide them. And if they have questions or need support or advice, and help them collect evidence of their learning, no matter what it looks like, since every student's paths aren't the same. So, it's a new way of doing education. You touched on that before, how our education system isn't great and is boring and doesn't work well for most people. So, I am a lot in that world as well, as trying to revolutionize the education system and how we present that. So that's been really cool. And then I got involved in Sage Valley pretty much right at the start. They really started as this land space and wanting to throw events So we do twice yearly gatherings at the event space where we really just open it up to anyone to come. We have free, mostly plant-based meals for everyone for the entire weekend that we have those events. There's music, there's camping, vendors, all the little stuff that you would expect there, but there's a lot of bartering going on and work trade as opposed to cash flow. But we do also accept donations, and we are a nonprofit, so everything we do is based off of the donations that we get, and funding is definitely one of our biggest challenges. So I started Sage Valley at one of those gathering events, and then just, a main purpose of those events is, again, to like expose people to this other way of living and these new ideas. Of like, hey, we can do this. We can all come together and donate food and have free meals for everyone all weekend long. And we grow our own food here, and we can use that in our meals as well. And there's that really opened my eyes to that, and all the people who are already living and working towards that way of life. And so then I was asked to join. We have an eco village. So there's full-time residents, there's residents who live there part-time, and then there's like traveling, air quote, residents or like ambassadors who don't live there for most of the year, but travel around and spread the word. And then there's also, so we do events I mentioned as well. And there's also a nature school at Sage Valley. So we facilitate free nature school for any kids. And so I was originally asked to join that committee and help out with the nature school there as a teacher. And I did that, dived in and loved it. And then I got asked to join the board of directors. And I'm now the secretary on the board of directors. And I have been for the past 3 years. So we have like a range of different things we offer, from the community to the school aspect to the event space aspect and the gatherings that we throw. But it's really just about being off grid and being sustainable in what we do and having a place that's safe and open and can be shared by all. And it's definitely been a process. So I love seeing with Urbánika, that education aspect of it, because that's really, we see and hear all the time, people like, I want to start a community, or I want to, I have this great idea for a community, but everyone's not always aware of all the work that goes into it and all the behind the scenes stuff. So it's taken us probably until now to be really solid in our board of directors and our policies and our, really clear in our vision and what we're trying to do. And, 5 years of really hard work and struggles and going through things. So it's cool to see like platforms going out where, there's education going into it about what it is and what it means. Or, like a lot of times the outside world will just be like, well, so you're a commune, and it's similar, but it's different, right? So it's cool to have like this education about like what are commons or what's a community. And then also bringing in, like I said, we don't know that much about the Web3 side. So I love the opportunity to learn more about that in a really engaging way, and to bring that into the world is super cool. So I think I covered most things there, but anything else you'd like me to touch on, or any questions?
That was awesome. That was a lot altogether.
What?
Well, I'll not ask any questions first and see if anybody else has any questions first. Anybody can pop in and ask any questions.
What was your original appeal to Web3? Like, was it the commons? Was it like, how did you find cryptocurrency in Web3, I guess?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that would be Musashi. I'll credit to Musashi. Musashi has been, a friend, and we've known him in real life, and he kind of introduced us to all of that, and kind of putting it to us as a symbiotic option for us of ways. Like I said, funding is our hardest point. So he, brought it up to us that we could work together in the Web3 world and bring what we're doing to other people, and then also generate some passive income. And perhaps even like we're open to hosting like physical space for computers and internet and networking, which in the community, I don't know, community groups or whatever, not all communities are open to that, I guess I want to say. A lot of them are very much like not connected to the digital world at all. And so that's something that we're open to having there, is like an actual physical kind of like data hub or like internet hub. And so we thought it would be cool to have that symbiotic way of like, we could earn some income, we could help other communities earn an income, we could get the word out about communities and this different way of living. And yeah, just flow together like that. But he really brought it up to us.
So my comment really is that like cryptocurrency is kind of apolitical in the sense that it doesn't really take a side because it's more of a tool.
Mhm.
But I love the fact that, Musashi definitely pilled you in the right direction, being like, hey, this is a ledger for truth. This is a way for us to like engage with each other. It's a way for us to build community. And I think that's where like the big brain plays come from, is from the fact that value is a mental construct.
Yeah.
It's what we put our values into, and we can build an incredible commons where we value each other and we value our time and we value food, and we don't have to value dumb, giant bones of the dying world and whatnot.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are 100% on board with that.
Yeah, this has been, since I got into Web3, it's been my desire to see the mashup between, being nomadic for over 15 years and having this network of in real life communities, and now having been in Web3 for about 4 years and having this Web3 communities all networked together. It's time for them all to start connecting together, and some communities in Web3 are already looking for those in real life communities to deploy with, and vice versa. And so we're able to really empower each other. Yeah, in real life events. Indiana is a great central location for the U.S. As far as East and West Coast kind of coming together. It's why Colorado conferences do really well. And then just having like little hacker houses all over the place. Sage Valley is just one of many of these networked communities that are trying to build a further network, and to have things like little stations where people can learn, like having Urbánika or Sage Valley's own quest chain set up to kind of educate people and find out where they are mentally and experience wise. Like, do you understand the same things we do? Are you able to do the things that you want to do? And if not, here's a way to learn how to do that. Yeah. And then empowerment, these tools, handing them to these in real life communities. Web3 has been a struggle in a lot of DAOs because I'm redoing what I've already done with so many in real life communities where, hey, we get to self-govern, and that's never been done before in our generations. So this is a first time thing. So we go through all the old ways that we know of governing and try those out and figure out why they don't work for us. And then we try out all these new ways, maybe combining those or something totally new. And then finally coming to a balance point with that particular community. And now Web3 has to kind of do it themselves too. And so the connecting Web3 to these in real life communities that have already had they have such experience and wisdom already, having done this for generations, even not just years.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of, communities that have been around for generations. And that's a cool thing about the in real life communities too, is that there are networks of these communities. So like we have sister communities that we visit all the time, we work with all the time, we share resources and materials with all the time. I travel full time as well. So I'm an ambassador for Sage Valley. I'm part of the board, but I also do spend a lot of time visiting other communities around the country and learning from them and growing from them. And yeah, like Musashi said, it's definitely a learning and growing experience of figuring out how the governance works. And that's a big part of what's really cool about communities is they're all governed differently. And there's one for everyone's different needs. Like there's specific ones that cater to specific things, like artists or builders or school. Like us, we're a lot with kids and single mothers and things like that. So you can plug in where it makes sense for you, and find the governance that works for you and your wants and needs. But it is a lot of work getting that set up at the beginning and figuring out exactly how it's going to work and what your focus is going to be on. So I agree that I love that the education aspect of it and just opening it up to more people, making it not relatable. What's the word? Like making it accessible to all different people. And because that can be a huge barrier, is just not really understanding or not knowing what this means or what it is or how it works or what's involved. So I love that. And I do love too, the idea of us plugging into the Urbánika course or any others. And also I think word of mouth is huge with communities. So getting it out there through QR codes and things like that is one thing that, some of us who are already doing it might miss from time to time, but we're really good at word of mouth. And so I think like, if we plug into some of that and then we can spread our knowledge and what we know or what resources are available to our sister communities or just other communities we visit too, that's can really get things going as well.
Yeah, and that's something that I love, that Anna H. Besso, some of the founders of Urbánika, that's been a huge focus for them too, is understanding, recognizing, and utilizing the power of grassroots movements and how, what that means, how those spread,
Yep.
how they start, and how they are most effectively utilized. And that's like, oh man, it's so huge. Being able to combine these tools both on the internet and Web3 on blockchain, with in real life deployments and really getting boots on the ground, talking to our friends and family and saying, hey, this is not just about finances, this is not just about food, this is about this is about life, this is how we came together as humans to begin with, and we need to continue making it better. Sometimes that means going to something new, sometimes it means going right back to our roots and restarting over.
And I feel like the more and more I'm involved in both sides, like kind of on the ground, hands in the dirt, and super high level overthinking DAO tooling, that it's so much more the same thing than it is different from each other. And that's why the people that are really dug into Web3 and the people that are really dug into the farm think so much alike, because we're all working towards that same thing, like you're saying, like working better, cooperating better together. And it's exciting to see like so many new systems and tools coming out and coming together, especially like in the last, just this year, the last several months, I would say. All these new Quest chains and 101XC and Meta OS coming out, and my meta profile is getting more and more engaging and useful, and everyone kind of cross-pollinating what they're doing and de-work and coordinate, and it's really helping kind of show something a little more tangible to present to on the ground communities. It's like, hey, look, this is approachable, right? Like, don't forget about the wallet thing. That's in the back. Like, you figure that out once, and now you're logging into these things. Make sure you're logging into the right things, and now you have an app. You know what an app is, right? You have 6 million on your phone already. So, and and maybe some of the people on the farm don't, but you make it easy. You make it. It's like it's exciting to see. I think there's going to be a huge turning point in the next year with refi and and a bunch of new things that we haven't even like put together yet.
Yeah, and that's a cool thing about in real life community too, is that in Web3 we're all kind of, I'd say we all have at least some kind of privilege here, because we either have some smartphone or a computer that we can all hook up to and come together. But in some of these communities, people are lucky to have even a crappy phone, let alone a nice computer or something. But we can invest together as a community, have a nice workstation where everybody has, as high tech as we can afford, and everyone can use it together. And, we can really share those resources. Anna let me know we have a POAP for this community call that stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol. So if you've got a decentralized wallet like MetaMask, you can DM the word Urbánika to Anna. She's in the chat. You can click on her name and click on her profile and message her, and just message her Urbánika, and she will send you a POAP link where you can get your POAP.
Yeah, and it's a nice one. It's created with that. Yeah, worth to try. But thank you so much for this community gathering. It was very nice to be here. And Wandering Wolf.
I think you cut out there on when you said Wandering Wolf.
Oh, sorry. I said that we should keep in contact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that.
Yeah, if you all don't keep in touch, I'll make sure that you do.
Well, you might have to facilitate me figuring out how to do that, because
No problem. No
as I
problem.
mentioned, I'm not the best with this world. So
Anna, you send her a message right now so you can start connecting via DMs
there
right
we go.
away.
Thank you.
Yes, will do.
And feel free to reach out to pretty much everybody here. I don't know a couple of you too well, but most everyone here will definitely say, hey, if you have any issues with anything in Web3 or any questions, there's no dumb question out there. We've all been new to this, and we're all new to everything that comes out that's brand new. So feel free to ask anybody. There's a lot of experienced wizards in here.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
Oh, and Tommy, apparently, I thought he was joking, but he said it's not a joke. If you DM Tommy the word taco, he might also send something to your wallet. I'm assuming it's probably a cool NFT, but I'm not gonna speculate too much. Thank you everyone for coming here. Anna, thanks for giving us an update on Urbánika. It's really awesome to see how far you have gone with this. I need to jump back into it and get involved and start going through your program. Wolf, thank you for presenting Sage Valley to all of us. Everyone, sagevalleyindiana.org. Hop on there, get in contact, come out to the next gathering if you can. It's just an amazing time getting to know other people in real life that are really aligned with a lot of the stuff that we're all aligned with. Break bread together, joke, laugh, have fun, listen to music, build something together, yeah, plant some food.
Yeah. It will probably be in May. We haven't picked a date for the next one yet, but the spring one is usually in May.
Awesome. And
And
that'll
it's
get posted on the calendar on the website when it gets
it'll be
popular.
on there. We are most active on our Facebook, I would say, with updates and pictures and announcements and all that, but we do try to put it all on the website and keep that update as well, so you can check there. And we are planning for this to be a big one, so it would be a great one to come and join. There's a lot of good energy in the air this spring, and we're gearing up for it to be a big and really good one. We have a lot of really cool projects going on right there right now too. We just got a schoolhouse year. We're building a shower house / greenhouse that's in process, and we got a well recently, so there's fresh well water and just a lot of really cool things that I encourage you to come check out in the real life world.
Yeah, I plan on being there. If anybody else can make it, come on. It'll be cool. Well,
Thank
thanks,
you, everyone.
Everyone's welcome to hang out and talk or whatever, but I guess that will conclude our gathering.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And thanks for having me.
Bye.
Thank you.
You.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Hello. Yeah, if anybody get a chance, they can look at the in the town hall chat. I posted a thing up in there about something I was looking at a couple days ago. It's the first digital nation, they said. That's basically at COP27, which I kind of try to follow up on. They did a presentation, I guess, that is talking about global warming and how that in the next few decades they'll no longer have land. So instead of having land, they're I guess the first the first digital nation. And I was
Oh
just like,
yeah, I have looked at that.
okay, yeah,
I ran into it a while back because I was looking at, creating your own sovereign nation and how like you didn't necessarily have to have physical land anymore. And I ran into Tuvalu because they were like, well, we got land, but we're not going to have land. So can we still be a sovereign nation? And the
right.
answer was yes, they can.
So that's what the point is, so they can still have a sovereign nation. Because I was having a conversation with somebody was like, what does that matter if they don't have land no more? Now they're going to be displaced into whatever, whatever place that they're located at after that, and they're no longer going to be a part of the nation of XYZ. They're going to be the current on the land of whatever, USA, South America. It doesn't matter where, I guess that's the same thing.
Right. But this is going to be a big thing around the world, is that, we come together on not based on our geography, but on our ideals, on our morals, on our ethical beliefs. And thus, our Constitution is what makes us a nation, what we agree upon together. And therefore, the land is not going to matter as much anymore.
Right. That's
Yeah.
it. That's and I don't have the vocabulary to to yet to actually make that come out of my mouth as way as it is in
There's
my
yeah, there's a couple of cool books that by what's his name? Neil Stevenson, Cryptonomicon, which was written back in like the late 90s, and it has things in set in the future a bit, and they're using cryptocurrencies, and they're in these like nation states, but not really. Like everything is separated, like you're saying, like people of different tribes based on blah 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 have access to different areas, and some of them overlap in very small. It's not like it's like the area that was formerly China and all these other things going on. And I don't know, it's a really interesting read, and he has a couple other ones too. That Snow Crash is a good one too. That like well before we've even gotten to here now. He was writing about the kind of the what ifs of this, and
Yeah, I highly recommend reading both of those books. You can listen to them on audio on websites too, but Neil Stevenson also has recently come out and is making his own metaverse because he was
no shit.
pretty fed up with seeing all the like Meta and all these big conglomerates trying to make money grabs, and he's like, no, we're gonna make this for
What?
real. So he's creating his own. Yeah, bro, check it
That's
out.
We're gonna get him as a guest on this podcast. On a
Yes.
podcast.
Oh, he's in
Yes.
Seattle, Washington, huh? Is
Is he?
that's well? I was just looking. I was looking up Neil. Yeah, I checked out the book just now, and I just started looking up the who he was.
Yeah, I think that he claims the Northwest, but I haven't tapped into like him as a person in years, so I don't know.
Have y'all used Mastodon yet?
That's a bogey question.
Well, yeah, I posted that. I was just gonna say I
Yeah,
posted that
Bogey has.
the true. I posted the link for the trip. I think that you just sign up just to saying that you support basically them trying to continue to have that as a sovereign digital nation. But
Yeah, man, the Fediverse is pretty nuts. Like I played around with it a couple of years ago, but like recently I've been trying to like set up like a server. So all the Discord homies I know would be like, yeah, you can sign up on this server or whatever. But it's kind of cool because like you can sign up on like any like specified like niche, I guess. And then like the cool thing is like your account, not the data on the server, but your actual like login information. You can go log into any other server. Like it's just all federated. So like it's kind of like Matrix. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. But yeah, it's pretty sweet.
yeah,
Man.
I just started using it 2 days ago, but I've known about it for a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's so you started tooting, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how to find people though on it or like
Um, I guess the best place to like like the Discord Explore tab. Let me just find it.
yeah,
I think it's
I mean
Mastodon.social.
I see the Explorer and I see, but like what if I like I know somebody who I want to find on Mastodon, like I'm not sure exactly how to find those specific people. Like
Oh,
I see the
oh
Explorer,
right.
but it doesn't like show me like a place where I could be like look for Musashi or look Bogey, look like whatever.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
there's
That
not
is, yeah, there's no like search. I mean, I
On what?
guess if you go
Mastodon.
to,
Mastodon?
yeah, if you go to mastodon.social/public and then change it to federated, you'll see like everything, I guess. Or like not just mastodon.social. You'll see like other things. Yeah, but maybe that's a good place to look.
I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
run.
Yeah, man, no worries, bro.
Yeah.
Did you record today?
Yeah, bro.
Awesome. Sweet. Cool.
Yep. I'm gonna
All right,
edit that
y'all.
up and then get on LensTube in a bit.
Cool. I'll catch y'all
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, man, have a great
Bodie,
weekend.
I'll be on a little bit later to check to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
playing
we'll
with
catch up,
Needle.
bro.
That looks nuts.
Yeah, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Take it easy.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I guess I've been trying to bridge build with Opolis and a few others, but it just I don't like I'm not as skilled as some people like in being able to communicate precisely what I'm trying to ask people to do in order to get them to come back and give us a report or whatever. You know, I'm not that uh yet. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah, bro, like that skill takes time to refine, and you know the important thing is not to stop. You know, consistency, like not consistency, but not stopping.
Yeah, that's why I stick around. I'm still I'm building even talking like publicly with exploring not well like this publicly, I guess. So yeah, but I'm gonna get out of here. It's good to be here. I'll check y'all in a little bit.
Yeah, man, have a great weekend, bro. I'll catch you next week. If you're around in any of the. But 1 second, my love, my kids like beating me up.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all around.
Yeah, bro. Adios. Take it easy.